So I just finished watching Monday Night Football after initially looking like it was going to be a blowout to it ended up turning out to be a very great game and one of the best we've seen in primetime all season so far. So in this video, we're going to talk about Ryan Fitzmagic, aka Ryan Fitzpatrick, how he played, how he started off kind of shaky and ended up turning around, what the Bucs should do going forward since Jameis Winston's suspension is up. And we're starting right now. What up, dude? What's up, everybody? It's Aaron Duckett here with the Necessary Blunt and Sports Talk. You guys already know what it is, man. It's the show where we might not tell you what you want to hear. We're definitely going to tell you what you need to hear. So if you want to see more videos about the NFL and the NFC South in particular, go ahead and subscribe button below. Give the video a thumbs up. I'm your boy, Aaron Duncan. You got to leave me a comment, too. Show some love. But you guys, you know I got to get your opinion every time I get a video. I like discussing it with you guys down in the comments below. Let me know. Ryan Fitzpatrick, he had 3 picks in the first half. 3 straight picks, actually. But it ended up turning around, bringing the team back. What do you think they should do going forward? Do you think they should put Jameis in right away? Do you think they should keep Ryan Fitzpatrick in and let him kind of play himself out of it like he almost did tonight? Let me know what you think they should do with the quarterback situation. Okay, man, so the first half, man, I just to give you my bet like I always do, the total for this game was 55.5 by the time I bet on it. I took the over. I was a little suspect at the beginning with all the turnovers, but they ended up cranking it up, and once Pittsburgh got a lead, I knew Ryan Fitzpatrick in the comeback mode was going to be able to get some more points and make a run. They ended up getting 57 total, ended up making me a little bit of cash, so I appreciate that. But let's talk about the main thing at hand. 3 interceptions, 4 turnovers total. This is pretty ugly. Godwin had an ugly fumble. You can't really, and one of the picks ended up turning into 6. One of the picks wasn't Ryan Fitzpatrick's fault. Yes, it was tipped, but he sailed one. He made a bad decision, backed up on the goal line, something you don't want to happen. They were just the up and downs. And those are the up and downs that you actually get with Jameis Winston, too. So if Ryan Fitzpatrick is going to consistently give you ups and downs, you kind of can go to Jameis Winston. However, we've seen a lot more good so far from Ryan Fitzpatrick that I think they can stay with them, especially against a defense like the Bears coming up next week. Throwing Jameis into the Wolves against a ridiculous pass rush would kind of set him up for failure. Even though the offensive line has been playing pretty awesome, I have to give them credit. The offensive line has been playing awesome. I still don't like setting them up for failure against a Bears defense. It was top 10 even without Khalil Mack. Khalil Mack has been on a tear for the past couple games, and he's really looking strong. So it'll be interesting to see how that goes next week. However, let's talk about tonight. Pittsburgh has been terrible on defense itself, but it came out pretty hot, and to see them play inspired, I was kind of nervous about how the Bucs were doing. The running game was pretty inconsistent again, and what the Bucs were able to do early on in the season was take shots early, get that lead that they wanted to, play with the lead, really eliminate the other team's running game, and be able to take them out their game. This game was a little bit closer, and we got to see the Bucs in a different scenario. We got to see Ryan Fitzpatrick in a different scenario with some more adversity, coming from behind versus playing with the lead. It's a lot easier to play with the lead in the NFL as a quarterback because you don't have to press. You can really take what the defense gives you and kind of just do what he does. Ryan Fitzpatrick kind of pressed a little bit early on, and after halftime, it was good. It was big getting those 3 points before half. He kind of shook it off, ended up bouncing back and bringing the team back, of course. However, defensively, on the pass rush, it was okay. They weren't getting there as quick as you would like, but they were heating Big Ben Roethlisberger up. They had him in his grasp a lot of times, but the thing about Big Ben, he's so big, he's so strong, he buys so much time. He's done this his whole career. He's so hard to get down. We saw multiple times where Gerard was getting back there, Vinny was getting back there, JPP was getting back there, getting hands on him, and they couldn't get him down. He would buy time, step up in the pocket, and find Ju Ju Smith-Schuster, excuse me, had a pretty big game. Every time it seemed like they needed a third down, they were going to him. Antonio Brown was pretty much quiet in the second half. I think they said he got shut out in the second half, even after having that big play. He's going to get his big plays. That's why he's the best and highest paid, well, second highest paid receiver in the NFL. He's going to get his plays, but relatively, they did a pretty good job against him for the most part. It was pretty much Juju and the tight end that was giving them, Vance McDonald's giving them most of the trouble. Now, Conti, he got hurt, and he pretty much got embarrassed. He pretty much got put on a poster, and he probably go viral this week. I hope he's okay. He got hurt, but Vance McDonald, that was a grown man stiff arm. However, the Bucs tight end O.J. Howard and Cameron Brate, that combination has been pretty steady since Ryan Fitzpatrick has been going, and all the receivers pretty much played good. Yes, Godwin made a mistake, but you like to see him come back and make up for it on that touchdown to bring them back in the game. You like to see the same thing from Ryan Fitzpatrick. Not getting rattled and just pretty much like, hey guys, this is what we do. Getting pumped up, scrambling around, doing what he has to do to make plays, giving this team a chance to win the game at the end. The defense just kind of got tired out, and at the end they were able to run the ball out. It was a little bit sad to see it go out that way just by getting gashed, especially after the secondary got beat up, and it was pretty much slim pickings of what we had left. I mean, Grimes came back this game. He had a pretty rough go at it. He still seems like he's not 100%. You can see some of the plays where he was trying to jump and get lift, especially that play with Ju Ju Smith-Schuster. Brent Grimes, even though he's old, he still has some of the best hops in the league for a defensive back, even for a little guy. And you can see that he tried to undercut it. He still couldn't get up as high as he wanted to. Carlton Davis, he made some plays. He got beat some plays. This is what you expect from a rookie, especially when you're going against a deep wide receiver group like the Steelers have. Justin Evans had a pick, of course, but he got some work too. So it was a little bit up and down the secondary. You expect that with the young secondary. Overall, they did fairly decent. I mean, Big Ben Roethlisberger is a good quarterback. The offense didn't do the defense any favors, man. And, of course, Quan and Levante are going to do their thing always, and they fly around and make plays. It was just a pretty good, solid outgoing for the defense for the most part, especially for the scenarios that were put in. Anytime your offense is going to give up four turnovers and a half, not to mention one of them leading to points, it just puts you in a bind. And when you're playing a good quarterback, as bad as we want to talk about how much Big Ben Roethlisberger might be washed up, he's still a quarterback that can get it done, and you can't give this guy free points and extra possession. Anytime you do that to a good quarterback, no matter what kind of slump he's in, they're going to have a chance to come back and make plays, and that's what they did, and it kind of dug a hole that was too big for the Bucs to overcome. The mistakes, man, that's the main idea for this game. The mistakes cost them the game, from the fumbles to the picks to the penalties to the holding on the freaking callback of Desean Jackson's punt return. You kind of just felt Desean was going to run that back, and he did. The hold was kind of a little bit too much. I don't know how necessary it was, but it's just kind of it's mistakes. Mistakes will get you beat, and they just got to clean those up. These are the mistakes that they haven't really made so far this season, and they finally caught up to them in this game. But like I said, you guys let me know down below in the comments what you thought about the game. It could have went either way. Like I said, the mistakes was pretty much the difference in the game. That's what happens. Let me know what you think about this quarterback controversy going forward. So without further ado, I'm Aaron Duncan signing off. Make sure you guys subscribe and hit the bell icon so you don't miss any other videos coming up. I'll see you next time.